wrap up with head coach Oscar Pareja. Oscar, if you just want to get us started with your overall thoughts on the game today.
Okay, I described the game today. A great effort with a poor result, and the poor result means that we gotta take the point. But with that performance, that effort, that energy, you may think that things should end different, but it did not. We can see the PK from nothing, and I don't remember other than that dangerous play that New York had in the second half. I didn't remember any other action. So we have volume, we have sequences, we have energy, we have many things that make you win games. But if you don't have punch, then it's not gonna happen. So we need to score goals if we want to win games.
Go to Austin.
Oscar, I guess kind of going off of the penalty that you were talking about, how difficult is it to play against a team down a goal for 60 minutes of the game, knowing New York is a team that loves defending and countering and sitting back and letting you try and play through their lines?
Right. We prepare the game, but like always, I think is we frustrated, but I think we play well today.
Michael?
It's
Sorry.
It's a moment where it come from nowhere, and a PK and start just going against the result, and a team that defending a lower block, and after that goal even more, and that it come the difficulty that we're having, that we need to have punch in that final pass, in that final touch, and that just keeps us out of having the result. Is that?
Now to Michael.
Thanks for your time, Oscar. I know we've talked about this before, but is there a way that you as a coach can get that final bit of quality out of your team without stressing it to the point where they become where they're overthinking it, from training to games? Is there a way that you can sort of walk that fine line between helping them be a little bit sharper without making them, get in their own heads about it?
Sure. Yeah. I think it's a great question, because we are here to assume that responsibility. It's easy to be in the bench and or in the standings and say why the players didn't do this, or why didn't do that, or why he doesn't pass the ball to the other one, right? And I won't never who said that. I think I had a big responsibility on that part. I need to create the final of the sequence where I can probably bring more, I'm gonna say zonally more advantage to finish, and they can maybe have that space and time where they make good decisions. It's not happening, and I have to come out with something and help them. They are bringing a lot of energy, and they have the quality. The players that we have, they have the quality. So I need to be better for sure.
We're going to go to the Zoom first. We're going to go to Tom Bauger, and then we're going to go back to Mike.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for taking time. I wanted to talk about Luis Moreno. First of all, kind of what are your thoughts on his performances so far since joining the club? And secondly, can you tell me what kind of your plan is and vision for him in this game model? He seems to be playing like a second forward or number 10. Like kind of tell us what your view is here. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I think like many of us, we were part of the sequences and the creation of the actions to score, and I think he was part of that too. But at the end, which is the most important part, and where we, as a forwards, are forwards, we have to make that quality pass or that quality finishing, and that's where at this point we cannot talk about just being done. Mm, that's why we're talking. No, we're not fine in that moment, and not just Luis, but I don't think we have that final punch that can make a difference. But on regards to him, I think adapting to the way we played and also adapting his quality and conditions and capacities and benefit of the team is what we need to keep working on. Uh, he needs to gel with our forwards better, and surely we will have more production, not just for him but for everybody. You said a question about playing in that position. Um, well, Wilder get here 2 days ago, very late, and from his national team. Cesar's coming from injury, and just giving continuity to a game that we play well last game. I think Luis showed us glimpses of that quality in that pocket underneath the forward. It was Jacqueline. Has played already with Duncan, so we are trying to uh, get the best out of these players that we have. But certainly we have a lot of work to do.
Go to Mike in the back.
Oscar,
You're welcome.
I just wanted to follow up on Tom's question. Obviously, you guys go into a week now where you guys don't play any games before you go back to DC the following week. You mentioned you want to get quality out of the players. Obviously, the last two games we've seen Kyle Smith, for example, playing in the middle, played pretty well. Did his job today, obviously before sliding back into the fullback. But then obviously you have Luis Muriel, who you said last week he links everybody together. Um, when you going into this week right now where you guys don't have any games, are those some things that you're gonna take into consideration in regards to seeing how you can get these pieces and these players the quality that you feel like they can bring to this squad?
Right. That's the objective. I thought we have today the frustration on not getting results, and believe me that I see the boys, and I see their effort, and we're not winning games. So that's our first responsibility as a team. Now the function and what every individual brings to the team needs to be better as well. But that comes from how can we gel and train together to look more or to have more cohesiveness and more glue in there. Knowing that we play well today, I think we play well today. I don't want the frustration just to uh, dark or think that we're not good. No, we play well today, but we didn't have punch. The function of Kyle today on helping us while Cesar and gets better from his health and Wilder came from a national team. I think has been fantastic. He's helping us a lot, and Nico is helping us too. And now I'm good to have Cesar and Wilder. And we'll see how can we do this couple of weeks and present the team that not just play well but win games. That's what we need to do.
Go over to Luis.
Thank you, Profe. Following up on that question, when it comes to Nico Lodero, great performance, uncompleted passes, chances created. Same with Kyle. Now that international duty is over, you're taking a week rest. Are we going to see the double pivot again with Wilder and Cesar? How did you see Cesar today on the pitch? Thank you.
Cesar is a good news because until this morning, today, he was out of the roster. So we discussed and with doctors and Cesar, and we dared all to push, and Cesar performed well in his testing. So I could have Cesar in the bench and brought him into the game. That I see him very well. So that's a great news to have him healthy. And Wilder as well. Wilder get here on Thursday night, midnight probably, and he trained with us on Friday morning. Have them both available again is a great news for us, and there's a lot of work to do. But surely they have played together for long, right? We'll see. We have these 2 weeks that we need to work, and then trying to just have more consistent lineups. That would help.
Last one with Austin.
Oscar, with your wingers and Ivan and Facu, they obviously play their opposite-footed side, and you like them cutting inside. Against a team like the Red Bulls, obviously, we're taking away a lot of those options. When you have teams like that basically force your wingers down the wings, do you ever kind of consider switching them out and having them try and cross balls into the box, or how do you kind of approach those instances?
Right. Well, I think, let's say Ivan is playing on the left for almost 4 years, I guess. Facu, since he came here, has played more in the left and the right than in the left. We have gotten from them a lot of production and good things. When you have a group that, like New York, that you pointed very well, they force you to go to the side, and then you feel like as you're not creating damage on them, and we invert in them to see if we can get some cross in there. But that happened in the first half. We get some better in the second half, with much noticeable when we brought Facu, and we have some crossing from there, and then we finally score. So that's like it's a strategy, but also it's a reaction from us within the game to see how can we open space and line in the box better. And sometimes we need to change it. And you're right. Sometimes it's much better Ivan with his right leg crossing and Facu in the left. But that's very dynamic. We change it eventually for sure.